Good morning everybody, and well, probably afternoon by the time this video gets put up. It's Sunday and I'm up in the train room obviously, and I've been having a massive tidy up here because it was just terrible. It was just stuff, just junked everywhere. So I've had a massive tidy up and I've taken the manor house down because I want to give myself plenty of room for when I start over that side to do the canal and the lock gates. I've got all the stuff now ready for making the lock gates, or the preparation should I say for it, just to do the design concept for it. But the main reason for the video is all to do with the little Peckett again. Now if you remember on the last video I showed you that I had fettled it so that it would at least run, and it does. Now I got a couple of comments on the last video saying did I put it in reverse to see if it ran. Well, no, because at that particular time of the video all I'd done was to repair it and put it on the track, and I wanted to see if it ran, and I left it running for half an hour, and then I came back up because I left it running and I went back out in the garden. I left it running for half an hour, came back up, and it was still running fine. After the video I did actually do it in reverse, so I know it runs in reverse absolutely fine, no problem. So forward and backwards, and she's a lovely little loco now, really is. And so what I want to show you is the pulling power. Now I tried it with 12 wagons, which I thought was about right really for that little engine. It was like as if they weren't there, to be honest, but it made no difference at all. So I thought I went on and on and on, and I've got it up to 31 wagons. And that's where it's at the moment. And I just want to show you the performance of this little Peckett. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So the main part of the video is the Peckett, but I also want to tell you about something which I'm doing over the next couple of weeks, I would think. Something will be arriving next week, this week coming, sorry. And I thought long and hard about this because I put a whole load of stock on the railway to do a running session. One of them was the Hush Hush, which is actually on the layout now, was. Where is it? It's over there. I put it on, and by the time I put it on, 3 bits had fallen off it. I thought, this stuff is just annoying me so much. And so I thought, right, I'm going to go back to basics. And I looked, and in about 1970 odd, late 70s I would think, I did have a small layout. I thought I'd get back into model railway, and I had a couple of Wrenn locos, and they were absolutely fantastic. They just ran. So this last week or so I've been thinking about getting a Wrenn loco, and I mean it doesn't have to be Wrenn, it could be just an old Hornby, anything like that, just the old stuff, and seeing what I can do with it. Now the reason why I like Wrenn is that they are built so solidly. They're all die cast, body, chassis, everything is die cast. There might be 1 or 2 bits of plastic on it, but not much. I don't think there's anything. But I had a look around, and I actually purchased a 264 tank Wrenn, and it's in mint condition. absolutely mint. It comes boxed with the original stuff. There's virtually no donks on it whatsoever. It's in beautiful condition, and it's one of the rarer southern green tank engines. And so I actually bought it. It was a very good price, and it's on its way to me now. Now, obviously Wrenn is DC. All my layout here is DCC. It's got huge flanges on it, obviously because of the wheels. The track I've got is Code 100, so I'm hoping that it will still run on the Code 100 track. But if not, then what I will do is I've also bought a chassis, a spare chassis for it, because what I didn't want to do was to spoil this mint condition tanker, Wrenn tanker. And so I bought a spare chassis, and I will do all the work on the spare chassis. I will DCC it. I will check it on the track to see if it runs okay over the points mainly, which is where the issues will be if I have any issues. And if it doesn't, then I will re-wheel it with a set of Rockford wheels, and see how that goes. So at the end of the day, what I will hope to have is and I'll put some pictures up of it, what I've got, so what I will have will be an old style loco, all die cast, no bits falling off it, and it will work, hopefully. But I'm sure I can get this to go. I'm sure I can, with some re-wheeling possibly, and a conversion to DCC, which is not straightforward, but it's not too bad. I'm going to have to use my 3D printer to make up a insulation socket for one of the what do they call them? Oh, can't think of the word. It's gone straight out of my head. Dear. It's what old age does to you. I've got a brain lock. I'll think of it in a minute. But I'm going to have to make an insulator to go on the side of the motor to take the brushes. There you see, now I've thought of the word, the brush. Because one of the brushes makes direct contact, because it's DC, makes direct contact with the motor, which I don't want. That needs to be insulated. So I should get my 3D printer out and draw up a insulator and print that out, so I can just insert it so that it isolates the brush. But that's about the only big issue. It's not really a big issue, but it's probably the major bit, which is going to cause the headache. So I will do that. I've also in the process of getting a remagnetizer, because obviously the loco is, I don't know, before 1960, so even though it's in mint condition, the magnet on it is probably going to be quite weak now. So I will check it first, but if I need to remagnetize it, I've got a lot of stuff which I need to remagnetize anyway, so I will probably get a remagnetizer. And so it's kind of a little side project which I want to do, and if it works out successful, then I can see that I will be getting a few more Wrenn locos to add to the collection, rather than buying these incredibly expensive full detailed locos you buy these days. It's going to be back to basics. Back to basics as regards the model, but it will be up to date as regards DCC. Whether I'll put sound in it or not, I don't know. But I want to do it step by step so that I can, first of all, convert it to DCC, possibly rewheel it, and then I'll take it from there. And if I can get all that lot going, I may consider putting sound in it too. So that's really the basis of this video. I wanted to tell you about that and also show you the Peckett, which is just sitting there. So let me take the camera off the tripod and I will show you the Peckett. Okay, so bye for now, see you in a minute, bye. Hello again, right, so there's the Peckett, all duly lined up with her 31 wagons. That's the 3D printed wagon I did, and she goes all the way round to there. So that's quite a haul for this little 060, and the motor in it is tiny. So let's get her underway. We'll do a complete lap going the correct way, and then when it gets back to this position, I'll then reverse it and take it back in reverse, a complete lap. As you can see, the manor house is now put away, and I've stored it down there for now. It's just so that I can now have quite a lot of space and room to start doing the canal and lock gates here, plus the lake. And it would be so nice to get all this lot side, or this side anyway, finished. I've got all this to do around here as well. Finish that off, which I will do at the same time. So back to the Peckett. Let's start her off, and we'll do a complete lap, and then we'll do it in reverse. So that's about 50% now. And she's pulling all that. Absolutely no problems at all. Right, stop her there. So that's virtually, well, it is a complete lap. So we put it in reverse, we'll try it again the other way. Now the couplings on this are mainly KD, but I've also got, from there on, they are just ordinary D-link couplings. So she's pushing 31 wagons round. And back. To there. So that says quite a few things to me. It says how well that Peckett can work if it's fettled, should I say. Now other folk who have bought Pecketts may not have had, and probably haven't had, the issues I've had, but it was a simple repair to do. It didn't take that much to do, and what also pleases me is nothing to do with the Peckett, but I'm going to blow my own trumpet here, because when I started this layout, some of you may remember all the negative feedback I was getting at the time about I shouldn't do this, I should do that, blah 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 blah. And one of the biggest things was this lift up section, that it wouldn't work because of this, that and the other. Well, that's just proved to me how well this track has gone down over this, not just this bit here, but the whole of the layout. And this is why I'm blowing my own trumpet here, because I spent a lot of time getting this track right. Now, if there was any issues with this track, especially over that lift up section there, then that would not have pushed 31 wagons around the track. It would have derailed. So that has really pleased me. That's pleased me more, to be honest with you, than the Peckett. To see that lot go round in reverse, being pushed by that little thing, that's really pleased me, really pleased me. So anyway, I hope that proves the point about this. This is one of a loco which Hornby have made, which has, okay, initially it was a pile of crap, but now that I've managed to sort it out, it's a beautiful little loco. It looks gorgeous, and that's what attracted me to it. It was the look of it. It's a gorgeous little loco and now runs superbly. So somebody did say about fitting sound to it. I'd like to see you fit sound to it, lights and firebox glow. That's going to happen. That's going to happen, because I'm so confident with that little loco now, and I know it can be done. A lot of work, because obviously there's virtually no space in there whatsoever, but I know how it's done. So you can look forward to that at some stage. Not yet, because I want to get this Wrenn loco working first, so maybe after that. So what have we got over here? I won't be doing this today, but I've set this up for a running session. So I've got the blue Midland Pullman out, and she runs like a dream. Obviously the APTE with the extra coach. And I've got my old blue prototype Deltic out. The sun's bleaching it out at the moment, I'm afraid. And William Stanyon. So that's what's going to be running next. I'll probably swap the Peckett out for something else. I'll probably put the Hush Hush on there actually. Now I've glued all the plastic bits on. I'll probably put that back on, and that can go on this track where the Peckett is at the moment. So that will be perhaps during the week, okay? But hopefully you've enjoyed what I've done today, showing you this little fella going round, pulling and pushing 31 wagons. And it would do more if I had some more wagons. In fact, I've got a few more down there, but they're the old very large D-link type couplings, and I don't really want to put those on, so I'll need to convert those to probably KDs, which is what I've done with a lot of these. I've converted them, and we'll see if it can pull those as well. But you know, I don't want to push my luck because it's only a little loco. It's got a tiny motor in it, and I don't want to burn it out. But I just wanted, as an exercise really, to see the pulling power of that. Okay, so that's about it for now, and I will hopefully speak to you again next week, and it will probably be when I receive the Wrenn engine, and see how that goes. I will try it out on DC first and make sure it runs okay, and then I can pop the chassis away, because I don't want to touch that at all. Pop the chassis away and work on the spare chassis which is coming, and then I can, you know, it's a spare chassis, it's not mint or anything, so I'm not going to ruin anything from it. The whole point of this is so that I can, by taking out one screw, I can put the body back onto the original chassis and it's back to being mint again in its box. So I'm not destroying it. I know somebody was upset with the fact that when I put it up on Facebook that he said that I'd be destroying something which is unique, and why should I do that when there's plenty of other things I could do. I'm not destroying it, you know, it's nothing to do with destroying it at all. All I'm doing is unscrewing the body and using a spare chassis, which can be retrofitted back again. So, exciting times. I've got quite a few projects coming up. I've got the canal to do, I've got the Wrenn loco to do, and well, quite a few other bits and pieces now. So, exciting times. Okay, that's me done. So I will speak to you sometime next week. Okay, bye for now. Bye.